Hi, Nob Hill friends. It's Miss Miller. I'm going to read you guys a story today. And today I'm reading The Remarkable Farkle McBride by John Lithgow and illustrated by C.F. Payne. Oh, pity the prodigy, Farkle McBride. No matter what instrument poor Farkle tried, whether strumming or blowing or drumming or bowing, his musical passions were unsatisfied. Look at that silly face he's making. When Farkle McBride was a 3-year-old tyke, all freckly, bony, and thin, he astonished his friends and his family alike by playing superb violin. So there's little Farkle upstairs. There's his parents. He went reedly, deedly, deedly, dee, with all the strings at his side. Reedly, deedly, deedly, dee, the remarkable Farkle McBride. There he is playing with the orchestra. But when he was 4, Farkle played it no more, in spite of his parents' beseeching. He shattered the records he used to adore. He smashed up his resin, ripped up every score. He threw fiddle and bow to the living room floor as he shouted, "Enough of your screeching!" Look what he did to his poor violin. Don't ever do that, boys and girls. His parents do not look happy. When Farkle was 5, his melodical gift once again bore rapsical fruit. The woodwinds inspired his spirits to lift, and he rapidly mastered the flute. He went roodily, toodly, toodly, too, with all the winds at his side. Roodily, toodly, toodly, too, the remarkable Farkle McBride. And there he is with the orchestra again. But at 6, Farkle flung his flute into the lake, notwithstanding its lyrical trill. He stomped on the dock, until you'd think it would break. "That's it," he exclaimed. "I've had all I can take. The tootling gives me a brutal headache. It's so wimpy and whiny and shrill." Look at the fish. They found the flute, and up there's Farkle. When Farkle was 7, a different sound rekindled his musical flame. He became the most expert trombonist around, and the boulevards buzzed with his name. He went vroom-petty, doom-petty, doom-petty, doom, with all the brass at his side. Vroom-petty, doom-petty, doom-petty, doom, the remarkable Farkle McBride. There he is with the orchestra again. Lucky kiddo, very talented. But at 8, he declared, to his parents' despair, and as everyone else might have guessed, "I can't stand the trombone with its blat and its blare. That racket is more than my eardrums can bear. So return it or throw it away, I don't care. I despise it, just like all the rest." Look what he did to his poor trombone. He threw it in the garbage. There's his dad wondering what's going on. When Farkle was 9, both his father and mum were bursting with pride and affection. For Farkle learned xylophone, cymbals, and drum, the entire percussionist section. Looks pretty happy, right? I bet you can guess what might happen next. He went boom, bash, clingety clash, all the clamor that he could provide. Teedly, bing bong, bumpity crash, the remarkable Farkle McBride. So happy playing with the orchestra. But soon he fell prey to his usual gloom. despite all the praise and the flattery. First a sigh, then a sulk, then a frown, then a fume, then an ear-splitting tantrum that emptied the room. "I can't take it," he bellowed. "The crash and the boom and the clang and the bang of the battery." Poor Farkle at 10, howsoever renowned, reached the end of his musical tether. But then he discovered his favorite sound. Musicians all playing together. Funny, that's my favorite sound too. So here's all the instruments. And look how happy he is. He had an idea. It happened like this. The conductor caught cold on the day of a major recital. "You've got to replace him," young Farkle was told. "Your cooperation is vital." So he took the baton and he gave the downbeat, and kaboom, the foundations were shaken by glorious music, bombastic and sweet, that filled up the hall and spilled into the street. That music brought the whole world to its feet from the instruments he had forsaken. They went reedily, rudely, vroom petty bang. "Bravo!" all the spectators cried. Deedly, doodly, doom petty clang, the remarkable Farkle McBride. Conducting the orchestra. Since that sparkling night, Maestro Farkle McBride conducts all the instruments he ever tried. His happy heart sings to brass, drums, woodwinds, and strings. A remarkable Farkle at last. Ooh. Now look at this fancy page. Let's see, we won't be able to see it all at one time. He is at last satisfied. I'm going to show you the whole orchestra here. It's kind of shiny. Nice. And then he gets flowers from his mom and dad. To Farkle, love Mom and Dad. I hope you enjoyed my musical story, The Remarkable Farkle McBride. Thanks, guys.